Ready, let's go.
Ready, set, go. Hello.
Hello. Oh my God, I'm gonna sweat this weave out.
It's fucking hot in here. That's why I had said earlier. I was like, oh, it's hot today.
What are the symptoms of heat stroke?
Oh, man.
Watch me in case I pass out.
Wanted to bring a little fan.
You guys, it's hot as balls.
Yes.
It's hotter than the devil's scrotum.
You and the scrotum.
Dude, I know. You know, it just kind of rolls off the tongue nicely. You know? You have like sack, and then you have like scrotum.
Do you have? I will have a water in there if you want one to cool
Do
down.
you?
Yeah. Let me go get one. I'll hurry.
Okay. Thank you. I'll be cool with my liquid death.
Yeah.
I used to buy these all the time.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
I had never had one until Sev played that festival in Dallas a couple years ago.
Uh-huh.
And they like sponsored the festival. And then I loved them.
They actually have like a new flavors out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah, we'll have to try those.
Yeah. They don't ever have them at the gas station.
No, they don't.
Mm-mm. So
I need to figure out.
I had to stop
like-
to put gas before I got here. So that was a whole thing. It was fucking packed.
Was it?
It was so bad. I was getting...
Where did you stop
Furious.
at?
I only put gas at Chevron.
Oh, Perdón. Only put gas at Chevron.
I'm one of those.
Why?
Well,
Like,
cause
is there like a
So-
literally because of the gas?
yes,
Or do you
so
prefer
they
their
have
snacks?
no, they have Techron
Yes.
in their gas, and it's good for your car,
You
so
know
that you
what?
don't build up carbon buildup.
Yeah, I respect that. I respect that.
So,
That's what's up.
I'm one of those.
An environmentalist. There you go, you guys.
No, I
Something you
just
didn't
care
know.
about my Audi.
She said.
I just don't want my very expensive car to get fucked up by shitty gas.
Okay, well, cheers to episode 5.
Woo!
Look at us on a roll, you guys.
You can
episode
count us
5.
on one hand.
We're also open to sponsorship from either one of these companies.
Yes, please.
Oh, so is this backwards?
Yeah.
I thought I was showing the
You
nutrition
gotta do it
level.
right, Cassie. Ta-da.
Allah. We didn't do cheers.
Mm. These lime with mint are actually not bad.
Oh my God, it's like quenching my thirst.
And maybe it'll cool you down a little bit,
Hopefully. Okay.
so you won't feel like the devil's scrotum.
Yes. Anyway, welcome to episode 5 of I'm doing the handy todo.
I know, huh? Sorry, I'm trying to learn how to do all
I
this.
know, Chelsea's practicing
Cut shit.
on the board.
Ooh,
Ooh,
See that?
do it again, faster.
there's me.
And
There's you.
me.
There's
I
us.
know people are probably
Ooh.
like, you don't ever know where to look, but you guys need to understand there's 3 cameras.
Yes.
There's
There's 3 cameras. I'm trying to figure out how to utilize the board. I started learning with our interview with Josh, and I felt a little comfortable, but now that I'm here trying to do it with 3 cameras, because I only use the 2, now that I'm trying to do the 3, I'm like,
All the balls are in the air.
you think you're like all that or something.
You will be.
In time. Give us time. Speaking of all this learning curves.
There is a learning curve to being on camera.
Yes. So when Cassie did her first podcast, it was, I'm having a brain fart. It was just sound.
Audio.
Yes. Audio only.
Audio.
Sorry. I was like, how come my brain literally just went,
Well, it's because it's melting.
it's like 108 degrees in here. So her first podcast was audio only, and so she had like that down. And then nowadays, everything is visual. So
Nowadays, I'm trying to keep up with the kids.
Yeah.
So, you know.
we got to keep it current.
And also, it continues to be like how do I word it? It's literally like facing my fears. You know? How do you
Oh,
look
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you guys, this is my face before Botox, before... I have no fillers in my face.
Do you plan to?
Yeah.
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 I don't think I want to.
You don't need to. I need to.
Whatever.
No,
I
yeah.
could use it my forehead and like here.
The 11s.
Yeah. Well, I got one here from like scrunching cuz I never knew that I even did that. When I smile, I scrunch my nose. And I never knew it until I had kids and they scrunched their nose. And I was like, where did they learn that from? And somebody was like, you, duh. And I was, oh.
How funny, huh?
Yeah. And then now I have a line. Now I'm got old lady lines.
Yeah. I really just want, like, I don't know if it's filler, but I really want to just work on my acne scarring. So that's what it is.
Okay.
But you have to do, like, it's called a subcision treatment, and that's the one I've been looking into. So, but it's like a whole thing. Like, they literally get this long-ass needle, and they, like, insert it, and then they're like, yeah.
Ay, 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 ay.
No, dude, it looks mad painful.
Yeah.
I mean, you get lidocaine, and they numb your face and everything, but that's the one that, like, I'm willing to do.
And then the healing is what? For a couple weeks?
Uh-huh. And you look crazy.
I've gotten, like, chemical pills for that reason, because when I get acne scarring, I get real bad, like, hyperpigmentation, because I'm brown and our melanin scars shitty. And so I've tried the chemical pills for that.
I love chemical pills.
And then,
like
but yeah, it just sucks because then you have to hide for like a week because the sun will fuck your shit up.
Yeah, so when you do that treatment, it breaks up like all of the, because I've aged, obviously. And so because I have such extensive scarring and I have different types of scars, like you have your rolling scars and your boxcar scars and your hypertrophic scars, and then all that shit just kind of blends together. I know, because I'm like, listen, if I'm going to put 10 grand, like, let me know,
Let
like
me dive deep and know all my options. Yeah.
Just all of it kind of starts tying together. So with subcision, the needle is like meant to like go down into the dermis, and it just like untethers essentially everything that has like binded together.
So it's kind of like,
so it like
it's
lessens.
more abrasive microneedling, kind of.
And I love microneedling too.
I've always wanted to try it.
It's worth it. Even if you have good skin, do microneedling.
Well, it's good for like aging, right? Yeah, I want to try it. I'm gonna have to tell my brother.
It's worth it.
I'll stab my face.
And it really doesn't hurt.
No? Mm-mm. Well, he's done the nano needling.
Yeah.
Which is smaller. And then you don't have the downtime because it's not as abrasive.
Right.
And I loved that actually, but I think I'd be down for some microneedling.
I think like depending on which like little gun or instrument you're using, the most painful area is literally like around your lips here. Sometimes the bridge of your
My
nose.
mustache.
Yeah, your mustache.
Oh, I can see that hurting because the bone.
But it's fast, so it's like
yeah,
and that's it. And then kind of like here,
the cheek,
like your cheekbone.
Because I remember when my brother did the nano.
Yeah,
it was a little tender.
Yeah, but then in your brain, you're just like, beauty is pain, beauty is pain.
How awful, huh?
I
that
know.
we have to endure so much.
Well,
so that way people are nice to us. So they're not like, you ugly old rich.
Well, and even then, like, yeah, like the Kardashians, I can't imagine.
Oh, they have everything. They have all the lasers, all the masks, all the things. I'm jealous.
They really do. Best of the best.
I would look like them if I had that money. I'm not ugly. I'm just poor.
Same. Honestly. No, but it's crazy. I totally understand why people get dysmorphia.
Oh, yeah.
Because I can't imagine.
Well, especially now in the time that we live in with filters. I myself have gotten, because I use filters all the time because I don't like the way like my eyes stick out here, and the filters get rid of that.
Yeah.
Little things
They don't,
that I think like nobody would, people don't care, but I see it, and it bothers me.
I know.
And so I've been trying, especially now because we do the pod, and I can't have a filter here. So I'm like,
Well, we could, but-
yeah, I really am trying to get myself back to reality.
Yeah, so I
And not
really feel
dependent
like
on that.
yeah, and I'm like, what? I'm starting all natural, raw, like Chelsea says,
Raw dogging.
Sure, like just this is how. If you see me on the street right now, it's the same.
You don't know me.
It's the same, and also, yeah, you don't know me. But yeah, I just think, where can you go but up? Like, you can only get better. I can only get better at, like, drinking more water so I stay more hydrated, and the whole upkeep of it.
No, speaking of all this, so the reason why we dropped 3 episodes the way we did was because we didn't want to drop our episodes until we did our photo shoot. We did a photo shoot with Monique Guzman. She is amazing.
Shout out Mo Photos.
Yes.
Is it Mo Photos 10?
I think so.
Or just Mo Photos?
No, I think it's 10.
So it's like M-O, like Mo Photos, the number 10.
But she spells photos with the F.
Oh, like fotos.
Mm-hmm, photos.
En español. Yeah.
Yeah. MOFOTOS 10.
F-O-T-O-S. Okay, yeah.
USHERRALMD.
No, don't sing it. I want to sing the rest of the song now. Oh, that is such a good album.
Yes. One of the greatest of all time.
8701? That's off of 8701, right?
Is that his first one?
No, he
I
had
thought
like
it was the first one.
self-titled. Right? Was his debut?
I don't remember.
It was like Usher Raymond, then it was like 8701.
I think it was off the first one.
Let me see. You're probably right.
But so we wanted to wait for our photos, at least some of them from Monique. And so then as we're waiting, so the reason why it took a little while is because we had to keep rescheduling our photo shoot because of the pinche wind.
Yeah. Anyone, and we should know this as Burqueñas.
Well, I had major PTSD of like my wedding.
Oh, yeah.
Planning a wedding outdoor is crazy because the weather is completely unpredictable. So yeah, with the wind and the weather and stuff, I was like, oh, I'm having flashbacks. Because with my wedding, it's in July, and that's when it rains all the time in the evenings. So that was the whole thing, and then
But March. It was like February, March, right?
When
we were trying to do the photo shoot? Or was
March.
it just March?
Yeah, it was March.
Yo, the wind, which we all know. Well, if you're from here,
It just
and
barely
also
started
just-
calming down.
Yeah.
But we ended up getting a great day. We had some beautiful pictures come out of it. But by the time we got all that done, our episodes had aged, obviously. They were in
Like
February. Stop.
Just kidding.
I'm aging like fine wine, okay?
I'm trying to.
And so we thought we'd just make all 3 of them live so you guys can get caught up with us. And then we had our interview, and now we're current.
And here we are.
And so, speaking of the photo shoot, that was your first photo shoot, right?
Yeah.
How would you say your experience was? Like, how did it?
Was it my first photo shoot? I think it was. Let me think really quickly. Not that I feel like my brain is.
The only other
anything.
ones I've done were like my engagement, wedding photos.
Okay. I didn't get engagement photos, and we should have, but we didn't. But that's a story for another time. And then like our wedding photos. So I guess that counts.
Yeah.
What else have I done? No, yeah, that was it. So
I know I was nervous leading up to it and like trying to figure out an outfit, especially again because the weather, like one of the days we were going to shoot, it was going to be cold. So I
like
had planned
real
for
cold.
like a trench coat and stuff. And then when we got the next date, we were like, oh, it's supposed to be sunny now. So I had to like switch it all up to like summertime. And it just figuring out what to wear was interesting. And I wanted to like make sure that we complimented each other and that it didn't, like, it made sense.
Yeah, it's like a whole thing.
Yeah.
It was a whole thing, and I think we were just at that point of like, we just want to launch, like we want to get off the ground, we want to get going, and yeah. But everything in God's timing, everything happens for a reason. So I just trust in that.
I was telling Cassie that I was also nervous because, like, I know the following that Monique has and how many people are going to end up seeing these photos. And it's a lot.
It is.
So another thing with the photo shoot, I think, well, and doing this, I think, like, I've seen myself in another light. Like, yes, my skin is an insecurity for me. Also, now I just feel like I could tone up a bit too.
Oh, stop. Are we going to be in our fitness era too?
I'm on day 5 of working out, so we'll see.
Are you?
Uh-huh.
Are you doing
Well,
75 hard? What
Well,
are you
no,
doing?
I want to continue forever. I want to make it a lifestyle,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
But so as I was talking about earlier, my daughter was like, I don't think I want to go to Disney for my birthday this year. I think I want to go to Hawaii. And so me and Sev were like, well, that's in November. Like, that gives us a good goal. Like, I can
Yeah,
have
hell
a
yeah.
Hawaii body by
Hey.
November.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I want to be cute on the beach and stuff.
Who
And the
doesn't?
water is warm there, so I can, like, get in, you know? So that's the
That'll
goal.
be so fun.
Yeah. I'm excited. And we'll see, though, because when we had originally looked at flights for Hawaii, they were, like, affordable. And they've, like, doubled in price. So I'm like,
Yeah. Well, and that's like a time when a lot of people like to go for like Thanksgiving or Christmas, like to do something
well,
different.
I
feel
wanted to
like.
go at that time because I don't want it to be too hot.
Yeah.
Like, excruciating where I'm fucking melting.
But isn't it more humid in Hawaii?
Yeah. So it's
Right.
extra hot.
I love the humidity though.
Do you?
Mm-hmm. Because my skin, I don't know, like here it's dry and like arid, but my skin thrives in humid weather. It's crazy.
I've never given it a chance.
Yeah.
I just always get like, ugh, because my hair just is a wild animal with the humidity.
No,
A little bit.
it's probably luscious and beautiful. And
It's fucking,
you have curly hair or wavy hair?
it's curly.
Curly.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I just got a flashback to when you had your little dread.
Oh, I had it for so long.
The little dread.
Yeah.
And you would show it all the time.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
It was awesome because I would just use it because I'd have like a dread under here. And I would use it as like a hair tie when I didn't have one.
Oh, yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
But no, it started bothering me. I was over it.
Did you cut it off? Or, okay, you were like, bye.
I just snip.
Oh my God.
I know. I was kind of scared, but it wasn't. It grew back. It's gone. I think.
What do you mean you
Well,
think?
well, it's growing back, but I don't know
okay.
if it's gone full length yet.
Okay, I got you. I got you. Okay. Anyway, yeah. But I was proud of us, and I was like proud of myself.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't foresee. What's
What
that?
was that?
Check it real quick.
Media player.
What does it say?
Nothing.
Nothing.
There's nothing
It's
there.
making all that noise for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
How annoying. I'm just kidding, you
This
guys.
one?
Yeah. I love it. Anyway,
So yeah, we've had major learning curves with that. Also,
you know what? Like, now that I'm older, like in my 30s, I just really like how I kind of care less. Like, it's not like I still care, but in a different way.
yeah, no, I care way less than like when I was like in high school or
Do you know what I mean?
early 20s.
I think I just have a deeper, like,
well, I just think
appreciation for myself.
for me,
Yeah.
the glow up has been real.
Okay. No.
In a sense.
Yeah.
I don't think I was ugly in high school, but I was slept on bad.
Okay.
because, and I don't know if you
didn't
can
think were
relate.
Slept on.
I don't know if
high-
you can-
ever in your life,
Yes,
Chelsea.
I was.
No.
I don't know if you can relate to this because I was short and skinny.
Yeah.
And so everybody was like going after the girls with the big boobs and the big butts and all. And I was slept on. And then, like I said, I had acne scarring and stuff. And so that played into it. Because we've talked about, so we've recorded an episode.
I'm like, did that come out?
No, we recorded an episode. So our first episode that you guys watched, it was
Oh,
really
yeah,
like
never
our
mind.
third, because one, we lost the footage. The next one, the sound was not there. It was
Oh
gone.
my God. I don't know what happened to the sound, you guys, on that one.
And so in one
I
of
don't.
them, we talked about, I shared with Cassie like how my skin tone gave me an insecurity growing up. I grew up, until fourth grade. Well, until fifth grade. From kindergarten to fourth grade, I was in like Paradise Hills, where it was predominantly a white neighborhood. I grew up around a bunch of white people. I was one of 2 brown people in the school. And it really messed with me a lot. It made me, like, I felt ugly because, like, the beauty standard at that time was, like, Barbie, Paris Hilton, and I didn't have anybody.
Heroin chic.
Yeah. And I didn't have anybody to, like, relate to. And then as I got older, I hung out with my cousin all the time. She was like a sister to me, and she's very fair skin. I was telling Cassie she's like Snow White. Dark hair, light skin. And I would notice that I would get looked over for her a lot of the time by males. And so that just continued to eat at that insecurity, you know. And it wasn't until I was like 18, I think, that I finally, because I kind of branched off and got my own friends, which one of them, she's a beautiful brown girl from Roswell. Shanae, I love you. And she is the reason that I gained so much confidence and pride in being brown now. But for a long time, I used to hide from the sun. Like when I was a kid, I was dark, really dark. I'll get pictures and show you.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. You read my mind.
Yeah, I was
do
really,
it.
really dark. And I used to say like Michael Jackson, I used to be black because I was so dark. And then
Oh my God.
because of being so insecure, like Michael, obviously, I would hide from the sun, and I just got lighter and lighter over time. And I'm really light right now because we're just coming off of winter, but I'll darken up soon.
I can't wait to be in the yard on Saturday, bro. The high's going to be like
Yes.
88 because I'm ready to plant. So, what do you plant in your garden?
I do different things every year.
Do you?
Yeah.
You
I
do,
usually
like-
always do pumpkins.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
You do flowers
I've done
and
watermelon.
veggies?
Yeah. I do. I have a small, like, it's not really that small. It's kind of like the size of this, well, almost the size of this table. Maybe like here or there.
How long is this table? Like 6 feet? Is this a 6-footer?
Yeah, maybe. Because I think if I laid down, there'd still be some room.
Amal, do you fit? Lay down. Just kidding. No, you have to pay for that. Subscribe. Thank you. Just kidding.
Oh, yeah. We need to add an OnlyFans.
Sell our patas. Just kidding.
We had this discussion already. Teach me. I will do it.
I don't do it, okay? Don't get the wrong impression. But we talked about, it's a side hustle and it's so good.
People are making millions off their
Dude,
patas.
yeah.
I'm here for it.
If I
But
was
I do
younger-
think foot fetishes are weird.
Of course they are.
I'm not into that.
It's not the weirdest.
No,
right?
I think it's weird. I think it's
not the
disgusting when I
weirdest
come
one.
across this is
I don't know what the weird. What?
when I'm scrolling through the hub,
Uh-huh.
and if there's like if I'm watching a video and and feet start getting involved, I'm like, okay, next one.
You're all no.
Let's go find something else.
Well, because it's not your thing. It doesn't do anything for you.
No, it's disgusting.
It's weird.
It's not for me.
Yeah.
Get your fucking Flintstones away from me.
Your hobbit feet.
Yeah, if anything, it's, I don't know. That's a major turnoff.
It doesn't do nothing for me.
Even when I'm in the act. if I can see him put them on. Well,
You're all keep your socks on.
yeah. I don't know. Just get it away from me. Get it away.
Don't do it. Anyway, back to gardening. I like how we just like segue so bad
All the time.
We're like, we're literally.
That first episode, I was so good at like taking us back. But I know a lot of the times me and Cassie will have conversations and we'll never even finish a story. We'll just be like, it'll start and then we'll get into something else and then it goes to something
Yeah,
else.
it's like ADD or ADHD. I don't know what it is.
But I have fun.
And you guys have fun too. Okay, anyway, let's dial it back.
Yes.
We're going to bring it all the way back.
So now that we have visual
We're almost
podcasts.
there. We're almost there.
We've had sound
just
issues.
think-
We've had our interview was dark like a cave. We're figuring out how to master our
You know
lighting.
what, you guys? Look at us. Take us in like how we are, because the lighting right now, it looks superb, and this is what we want to look like.
Yes, Senor Lynch helped us out today.
He did.
He did a great job.
Yeah.
But he helped us out last time also.
It's just the look of the draw sometimes,
Yeah,
you know? No, we're really trying to just
We had uploading issues. We
refine
were going to
everything.
originally release on a Monday, but the uploading on our first episode, because it was so long, it was a whole thing.
It got possessed.
Yeah.
The technology
It was cursed.
got possessed. You guys, it was just, I think any time that you're creating something, there's obviously a process to it. And I think also it's like, it just, everything that you create, it comes out different every time, you know, and you just don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like if you're songwriting or you're like crafting, sometimes it just, you do it and it lands and it sticks and it's like beautiful and perfect. And then other times it's just like messy and
We're working on it and we'll get it.
yeah, we will get it.
We will get it.
We will.
But we're here. We're showing up and we're trying. And as long as
Yeah.
I
And I love the support. We love the support.
yes.
Yes,
Thank you so much. Like I said, we've had some good feedback so far. We had 100 followers on our Instagram the first day.
thank you for
That was
showing
cool.
up for us. Yeah.
Yeah. And we're just grateful that you care to listen to us.
Supporting yappers. Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
um
We'll get it.
Yeah. We recorded our first episode like several times, and so we originally had like an introduction telling you like, oh, this podcast has been in the talks for a long time. We had a sign. We went to lunch to talk about it, and our friend Brenda was there,
Oh,
and
man.
all the things. And she was like, it was like she knew. She was like, oh, I hope this is about a podcast, and all of that got cut because
You know
we-
what? One of these days,
yeah.
guys. One
But
of these days.
Brenda is loving our podcast so far.
Thank you,
Love
Brenda.
her.
We love you.
Yes, and
do.
I really want her on bad.
Well, bring her on.
Yeah.
Bring her on.
Well, yeah.
It's going to be like a 3-hour. That'll be a Joe Rogan special.
Yeah,
It will.
But now that we are live, we're just super grateful. And now we can just kind of talk to you guys about what's going on.
Anything.
Not the tariffs.
We'll talk about anything,
Well,
you
not the
guys.
terrorists.
I will talk about anything. Chelsea has better boundaries. Chelsea has better boundaries than me. But listen, if you know me at all,
they're making
you
me really
know-
depressed, okay?
Listen, have you ordered anything from Shein or Temu? Because you need
No.
to. If you,
I didn't even think about that. No, right now we were like saying, because we wanted to get, we had plans to get my son a cell phone this year.
Okay.
And Cassandra. Am I boring you?
No, I just yawn.
So we have plans to get him a cell phone, but his birthday's in June. That's what we were going to get him for his birthday. But
When's his
now,
birthday? June what?
June 29th.
Okay.
Now we were like yesterday, we were looking to see like when we get our next upgrade because we were like, fuck, we better get this phone soon before
Yeah.
it's fucking $3,000 and shit.
I will not pay $3,000 for an iPhone. I won't. You know what? I know how to be broke, poor, everything.
I will have the
Like,
iPhone 12 forever.
I will go back to a flip phone.
Yeah.
I know, right? Wouldn't that be
I
kind of
don't-
fun?
I don't think I want to.
No?
No.
I kind of do.
The thing I used to like about flip phones was the typing. Then I feel like I could text and drive.
You're all,
I'm all
hey.
because I used to do it in class
Uh-huh.
in high school. I
Yep.
would text under my desk, and I didn't even have to look.
On the
I just knew
side.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4.
I love it. We'll go back to the good old days.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I
yeah, the
don't want
tariffs.
to.
Well, they're on like a 90-day except for China, but China's is really high.
It's like 104 or something crazy.
125%.
100. Yeah, I think 124. I remember there was a 4.
Well, I know
It's
it's 104.
insane.
Well, I don't know how because it was like retaliatory. So either
Yeah.
they put 104% on us and we put 125% on them,
Oh, okay.
or vice versa. But either way,
All of it's insider trading.
all of it.
It's so bad.
And
it's crazy because they're like, I know they're going to try to get him on it, but he just like, but then he has interviews where he's like, I know what I'm doing. And I'm
pal. Sure.
and then he's like tweeting like, it's a great time to buy.
Uh,
And I'm like, dude, like you're going to go to jail, prison.
I don't know. I don't think
But he
so.
won't because he never does.
Yeah, I mean, he's been charged with how many things? How many crimes?
Wasn't it like 30 something?
It's a lot, bro.
It was insane.
Like, a lot. Anyway.
Pray for America, guys. If you don't live here, pray
And
for
God
us.
bless the USA.
I was telling my dad, I was like, America sucks, dude. Like,
It's
I'm
kind
like,
of embarrassing.
we don't have health care and everyone else does. I was telling my mom this. I was like, everyone else does. I was like, and they poison our food, and the food and everywhere else is healthy because they don't want you sick because they don't want to pay your fucking bills. And here, it's the opposite. They want us to give them all the money to go to the doctors and pay for our prescriptions and do all the things. So they're just poisoning us constantly.
All the way around. They just
And,
want us, like
Like, I really feel that that's why I have the issues that I have.
probably.
It's so crazy because during the time when I started having my issues, all of these commercials started coming up. Like, if you have this, blah, blah, blah. And it's for all, like, the steroid shots that are to help.
Oh, okay.
And I don't do those because when I got sick was also, like, during COVID time. And when you take steroids, it lowers your immune system and you're more prone to getting
Okay.
sick. So I was like, well, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
So I just changed my diet, which a lot of people don't want to do.
They should, though.
I know, but it's wild because even like my dad has, I know that I probably have this because of my dad because he has
Interesting.
serious digestive
Okay.
issues.
Yeah.
But he just fucking does it.
Yeah.
I know.
He just lives with it.
Yeah, he just lives on the edge.
Pepsid and Tums.
No, he
and-
just fucking sits in his chair all.
No.
Yeah.
That's painful.
He just deals with it. And I'm like, bro, if you would just change your diet. And he's like, I don't want to change it. Oh, wow.
What can you do?
Yeah. And a lot of people are that way. Seb's grandma, she ended up having gallbladder surgery, which ended up being horrific because she ended up like in the hospital. She had a stroke and
Oh my gosh.
it was really bad.
Yeah.
But it was supposed to be just like a quick day surgery. They made it seem like it wasn't going to be nothing. So she was going to do it. And I told her, like, I told her that because when I was going through all my issues, I started doing like a lot of research on the digestive system and like that was an option for me also.
Okay.
But then I saw a lot of people that get their gallbladder taken out. They, it doesn't even really help.
Well, because they don't even know what the gallbladder does anymore.
Well, it doesn't help their symptoms and they
Right.
end up like still having pain and stuff and it always ends up they have to change their diet. And so I was scared for her to have the surgery because of her age and stuff. So I kept trying to tell her like just change your diet and she's like,
no.
I want to eat chili and all the things, you know?
Yeah.
Especially as a New Mexican, it is very difficult to give up chili. I can still eat red chili. I can't really do green very often.
You know who has crazy red chili, and I like wasn't really aware of this until recently, is Bob's.
You've never had like their chili dogs and stuff?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, now I have, but like, I just always used to get burgers with
No,
green.
sometimes I like theirs better than like the doghouse.
Let me tell you, well, I'm sure you guys know, but if you don't know, the red chili on the Frito pie, or maybe in general.
Oh, I think Sev, yeah. Because remember I told you he's a Frito pie connoisseur. And he was like, that chili is like from hell.
If you need to cleanse your colon, the red chili from Bob's, just, you know what I
That'll
mean?
do it for you.
That'll do it. Lock yourself in there and you just pray or whatever you need to do. But just
that's
know
a painful caca.
it's coming out though.
Ow.
Like you'll be, you know, when you take those
That's that-
cacas and you feel lighter,
That's
like you
that
come
fire
out,
caca though.
you're like,
where you're like,
shit.
oh my butthole burns.
Yeah, all of it.
You guys know me really well after
Yeah.
this one.
The red chili at Bob's, shout out. I mean, I don't know who
I
makes
love Bob's.
it.
I
love
think even
Bob's,
their green
too.
chili is hot too, though. Like
it
when I
is.
get my taco burgers, I get the chili on the side
Same.
because otherwise it's all soggy and and I like to be in control.
Same.
My control issues.
I don't think it's like control for me. I'm just like, it's not, or I guess a little bit, but it's not enjoyable. Like I don't have the tolerance. I don't. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I
Isn't
don't
that
have
what's
the
funny?
stomach. Yeah.
Because so I had told you we watched Speed. Well, he was in China this last week. I think maybe last 2 weeks. And apparently Chinese, they have like a lot of spicy stuff.
Yeah.
And so every time he goes to different places, he always like tries all the food and stuff. And so he was trying and he's like, towards the end, he's like, I can't do spicy. I can't do anything spicy.
Yeah.
And I was like, he needs to come here and try some green chili. But I was like,
He should.
but I was like, he'll be dying. And because I told Seb, I was like, even I die and I eat it all the time. Well, not as much anymore, but
Sadly.
I know.
Yeah, I don't have the stomach for it. I wish I did, but I don't. It's like, I can only have so much and then it's not worth it.
You think that's like an age thing?
No, I think it's a genetic
Has
thing
it
for
always
me.
been that way?
I don't have a good stomach. I don't.
I think my son's going to be that way.
Really?
And that's one thing that like kind of sucks about parenting is when your kids have like issues that you think that you pass down to them.
Damn.
The guilt.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah. Like I think ever since I've had kids, I think of genetics completely different. Like
No, they're real.
I could have planned my kid to look different. If I could have, you know what I mean?
I don't know. That stuff freaks me out. The
Yeah.
like designer babies.
Yeah,
Have you
that's what
seen
I'm.
that?
I haven't seen that, but that's what I mean.
So speaking of China, where did I see it at? God knows I live on the internet. I saw it
Yeah.
somewhere that they think, or there's like a conspiracy theory that there are children that are alive in China that they are genetically modified.
Really? Mm-hmm. So they have like
They've done all kinds of things to them. And they're out there like looking and acting for the most part like normal kids. But they're genetically modified 100%.
well,
in
they
like
say there's
different
clones
ways.
and stuff. So
Ugh,
yeah,
it's creepy.
it is.
I know.
Oh, that's where it'll be the end of days.
I know.
Well, because we're trying too hard to play
Well,
God, you
have
know?
you seen, I think, I'm going to have to look it up, but there's something now with the models and how they want to use like AI. They want to they want to use AI for the faces of certain models to put them on like other, I don't know if it's mannequins or what. I don't know. Did you hear about that? I heard about that. And I was like, why would the models agree to that though?
That show's weird.
I mean, sure, I would hope that you're getting paid if they're using
Maybe,
your
yeah.
likeness.
And I'm sure they think it's like flattering, I guess.
Yeah, but then I think too.
Because I know, like, with the modeling comes, like, you're always seeking validation because it's such a cutthroat.
Yeah, sure.
business.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, look at me in the Calvin Klein ad, but then I'm also walking over here like in Paris Fashion Week at the same time, or you know what I mean? I'm sure. But at the same time, I think it's just freaky
It is weird.
because you don't know in what way is that going to help like the algorithm or like the database of
Oh,
AI.
I was going to tell you. So we did start Severance.
Okay.
We're on like the second episode.
I haven't started it. Do you get it? Listen, this is what
It is so creepy.
That's what I heard.
Because of like Elon doing everything that he's doing with like implanting chips in people's brains and stuff.
Yeah.
That it's like,
Okay, wait, let me tell you. Or if you guys know that podcast, and it's called, oh my gosh, wait, Limetown. Have you heard of this podcast?
no, I'm going to write it down.
If
so I
anyone is out there and you like podcasts, please go look up Limetown, okay? And DM us on the page on Instagram if you have heard of it. But lime, like a limon. So Lim.
don't- Now I want limon chips.
The color of Chelsea's shirt, lemon green. Anyway, on like a little side note, there was a guy that I knew, and he had an accent, and so he would be like, "Man, them lemon chips."
Not lemon.
No, or he would say like lemon. He'd be like, "I love me some lemon chips," and I'm like,
The
"Sir,
lemon.
lemon, can you just try, please? Not lemon." Anyway, never forgot that.
That's funny.
Yeah, they're like some of his
But
favorite
so about
chips.
the podcast?
Limetown. I have not looked into this enough, and Limetown came out not years and years ago, but like a few years back, pre-pandemic, and it was so good and so popular. I don't know. I don't want to spoil it. But it just
Well, how does it coincide with the chips in the head?
because it's about kind of like Los Alamos. Like it's about this town that gets established. Let me back up. Limetown is about this journalist, and it's got like an NPR vibe, and she is investigating the disappearance of her uncle. Her uncle worked in Limetown, and Limetown is literally like Los Alamos. It was a town that was established, and people thought that they knew like why they were there. Then it ended up being like some other crazy scientific experiment, right? Like how people weren't aware that
That's what Severance is giving.
that the bomb was being built, right? People are like, "Oh my God, we're contributing to humanity and we're going to further whatever," right? And then you were like, "Holy shit, it was a bomb, and it's this type of a bomb," and so on and so forth. So anyway, so then that's what each episode of the podcast is
Okay.
about, is how she's looking for her uncle, and then she meets up with different people that had different jobs and like
And different
Limetown.
things that she's finding out about it.
Because people don't know what happened in Limetown, because it's like
Because did they all die or they all disappeared?
they all disappeared. So she looks. It's like the Roanoke colony. Like you know
okay.
how one day the people in Roanoke just disappeared. No
Yeah.
one knows.
Yeah.
Also that. So it's like this cross of like Roanoke with Los Alamos.
Well, yeah. See, Severance is very much like I do definitely think. Like I said, I've only gotten a couple episodes in, but it seems like when they go work at this job, and so Severance, you're supposed to. They have a chip in their brain. When you go home, you don't remember anything from your work life. When you're at work, you don't remember anything from your home life.
I don't like that.
I know.
That's weird.
And so when they're at work, their job is weird. Like they're just looking at these screens with these numbers, and they don't know why they're looking at them or why they're cleaning them. And I really believe that it's all just an experiment to see how separating their brain that way affects them.
Yeah.
Like I think there's higher up people that are just watching them.
Yeah.
And it's creepy because of everything Elon's doing, and so it seems like something that's not that far-fetched if that could happen.
No,
and I'm pretty sure he
yeah.
probably is already doing it.
So in Limetown, they discover that they were implanting chips into like monkeys and then I think pigs.
Well, and I think they said
And-
Elon's doing it to people with
No, yeah, Joe Rogan on the
mental
Joe
disabilities,
Rogan
right?
podcast. I think it was Joe Rogan, because it was one time that we were driving up to Taos and I was subjected to the whole 3-hour episode.
Does Miguel like Joe Rogan?
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does Sev like
Sev
Joe
likes
Rogan?
Joe Rogan, but he listens to more like Theo and Bobby Lee and
Okay, yeah.
Howard Stern.
Gotcha.
He loves Howard Stern.
Yeah.
Which I'm like,
You're all okay.
that's such male humor. It really is. It's just different.
I know.
Like female and male humor is so different. Like they think farts and
well, and the stuff that they
pervertedness, which I'm a
watch.
pervert. Like obviously we've had conversations.
Yeah.
I'm a pervert to an extent, but not like dumb. I don't know.
Yeah. No, it's a different. The human.
Yeah.
Like yeah. Anyway.
But you guys listened to the Joe Rogan podcast with Elon, and he was saying how he's testing.
Well, yeah. No, not with Elon. With Joe Rogan interviewed the first ever guy, and he's handicapped, and he has
A
a
chip.
chip installed. You have to listen to it. It's crazy.
And
like he talks about
I
the whole
understand.
process.
Like if I did play with the idea, like if I had a chip in my brain that could heal my anxiety, that could heal even like my autoimmune disorder, stuff like that. Like I understand why that sounds.
I just think
I understand the appeal, you know, but
I think it's a real
but then
slippery slope.
exactly. But then I'm also like
So in Switzerland, I think there's certain companies that's like their employee access. So that already exists. That they put it like in your wrist or in the palm of your
The
hand.
end of
No,
times.
this is legit, and this is already ongoing.
guys.
And it's like you go to work, and you know how you use a badge to badge into the facility for some jobs? People, I think it's in Switzerland. I got to double check. But you literally just go and you're like, beep, and the chip that's in there.
I don't like it.
And they pre-program it with all kinds of different information. And I'm like,
The mark of the beast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Well, I know I probably, and I'm not apologizing for my faith at all, but
no, and you shouldn't.
I mean, we have talked about it in almost every episode.
Yeah.
But that's just a big part of me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's very scary. That is some second coming stuff.
But I really
So if you're not right with
wonder-
God, better get right.
Or get right with whoever you got to get right with. But just know, like, some shit's popping off. It's coming.
Unless you want to burn.
Right.
I don't want to burn. I'm good.
Right. The chip, what was I going to say? Oh, I don't know. When I was listening to Limetown, I was thinking, okay, did Elon listen to the podcast and get it from there?
the chicken or the egg?
Or did they know? Like, was someone like up on Elon before? I don't know. Because it became a show.
Yeah.
So Jessica Biel, I think it was Jessica Biel.
Oh.
During the pandemic, Limetown came out. I can't remember on what channel, but it came out. And I never saw it. But the episode, just the podcast itself is beautifully done. Like, I would have
You should
nightmares.
definitely start Severance so
I
we
will.
can kind of
Okay.
be on the same page.
I will.
Because it is definitely giving vibes like that it probably already is happening.
Yeah.
I also feel that way about Handmaid's Tale, which just came out.
I was going to ask you, did you binge watch it that day?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Oh my
last
gosh, don't
season
tell me. I
came out.
haven't seen it. Yeah.
I want to rewatch it from the beginning.
Did you know, Justice Amy Coney Barrett?
Mm-hmm.
She's one of like the Supreme Court judges
Mm-hmm.
that got elected. Did you know that, like, for her religion, she went to the same place that author, what's her name, that wrote Handmaid's Tale?
I don't remember.
Margaret Atwood.
Uh-huh.
So
Is that her name?
I don't know. Yeah, it's Margaret Atwood, but
You're so good at remembering this stuff.
I try. Look at my brain is like
I know.
filled with
I'm
worthless.
terrible with names.
You know what? Anyone.
I'm so good with faces. I'm terrible with names.
I love all that random trivia. Anyone ever wants to go to trivia night, sign me up. Put me on your team, bro. We'll win. I love trivia night. I'm such a nerd. I love it though.
I feel like we've always been that way, even though since high school. Because I was telling Seb, I was like, I was in AP English and I was like I was in geometry my freshman year, like all the
Yeah.
things. I was like, I was a smart kid. I don't know.
People are like, how do you know this? And I'm like, I don't know. I just read a lot.
But after having kids, my memory has gone to shit.
I bet.
Yeah.
After having a few depressive episodes, my memory has gone to shit.
And that makes, I always freak out when you say that because I've never seen you as that
Oh,
person.
no. Very few people have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It sucks. It sucked, but that's for another time.
Yes. No, we have, there's definitely, like, Brenda can't wait for us to talk about the nature versus nurture stuff.
Okay. Maybe we should have a few parents on and all of that.
Well, I also had the idea
Maybe that should be like a
for,
mini.
like, Father's Day. Do you think your dad would want to come on,
He might, yeah.
like, that week?
Yeah.
Because I think I could talk my dad into it.
Okay.
And I think it would be cool. Talk
Yeah.
to our padres.
Imagine.
Are you close with your dad?
Not really, no.
No, your mom, huh?
I don't know.
More your
like,
mom?
kind of. I don't know.
You talk to your mom every day. What do you mean, kind of?
Yeah, but I don't know.
Well, we definitely need to dive into
Okay.
this.
All right.
Because, yeah.
We don't have a lot of time right now.
No, not today.
No, I know. But even right now, to wrap up the other tangent, though, what was I talking about before trivia?
Handmaid's Tale.
Oh, so Margaret Atwood
Mm-hmm.
was inspired. The thing, I don't know if it was like a school or what it was. Something.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever inspired her to write Handmaid's Tale. Amy Coney Barrett was a part of that. It's like a real life thing.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know if it's like a school or a seminar or I forget what it is.
There's another show I want to watch that's based off of a true story. It's like Good American People or something.
Okay.
But it's about like this couple and they adopt this girl. I think she's like a Russian girl.
Oh, that one?
Yes.
Yeah, that one's been done
She's-
too much already.
Oh, I see. I've never even heard of it.
No?
No.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. And
No,
I'm like,
there's
oh my
one-
God.
there's-
Can you imagine? You're like trying to do a good thing and adopt
No.
a girl and she wants to fucking murder you and your whole family.
So there's a movie. Did you see the movie that was based on it? Mm-mm. Okay, so the first time that I heard about that story, it was a movie, and it's like a scary movie.
See, I don't like scary movies.
Okay, and it's not that scary. It's like creepy. It's
I
like
don't watch them.
okay,
I'm a chicken.
but that's where they got a hold of that story.
Okay.
Then it was a documentary, but there was like that story is so twisted. Like I don't even think I have time to tell you now.
Yeah.
because we have like 10 minutes. But it ended up like you think it's one thing, then there's a huge twist, and it's still out right now, so you can watch it before you see that.
Okay.
But basically,
I don't know. Maybe I should stay away from it. It's going to give me the heebie-jeebies.
well, so there was debate because at one point they abandoned her.
Well, she's trying to fucking murder you.
I don't know because then
Well, because I guess like they couldn't like return her. Not that it's a store,
Right.
and but
Yeah.
but they couldn't like give her back to the foster care because I guess the foster place closed.
yeah, it was like super shady. But
Yeah, and they like I think my mom was saying that they said she was younger than she actually was, and it was like a whole thing.
it's very twisted. But so they abandoned her, and then it came out that they charged either both of them or one of them with like child abandonment. It's very twisted and convoluted. But then it ended up being that
I
there
swear,
were
my
like,
hands are like sweating.
are they?
I feel like I'm in a hot yoga room.
Oh my god, no, mine are not.
I've never
Well-
had that happen until I went to hot yoga. Have you been before?
No,
Oh, you sweat from
I've heard
everywhere.
that. Yeah,
And it's weird, but yeah.
oh my gosh.
It's so hot in here.
No. Well, we'll wrap up right after this. But anyway, they ended up doing another thing where the dad was made to look bad because there were allegations of abuse. So it was just like a whole thing.
Yeah.
You have to watch like the documentary.
Yeah.
And there's like a couple of them.
Yeah.
And then you're like, and you don't even know. There's like 5 stories. Is it what the couple claimed together? Is it what she claims? Is it some combination?
Did
of
they
the
have other
two?
kids, or you don't know?
Yeah, no, they had other kids.
Well, I feel like if the whole family is, if it's a unanimous story, then that's probably the truth.
I don't know because the dad's weird. Like when you see that documentary, you're like, okay, one of the documentaries, you're like, it's totally what they say. The other documentary, you're like, wait a minute, this guy is weird. Like, his behavior is bizarre.
Maybe it's a little bit of both.
Exactly. So you just got to watch it. You do. I'll look them up for you and I'll send them to you. Yeah. And this one that's coming out, I'm like, see, it's already been done too much. I'm like sick of the story. Yeah. So I'm not going to watch that
makes
one.
Sense
but the other ones,
that makes sense because I see it's totally new to me. So I was like, maybe watch this.
I'm like, cut it out. Like, stop, bro. Like, now it's just too sensationalized in Hollywood. And
I want to rewatch Handmaid's Tale though because there is like a character in one of the episodes, the new episodes, that I thought was dead. I was like, where did this bitch come from? I thought she died.
I hate that. Yeah.
So I'm like, did I miss something? I kind of want to, because it's been so long. Hasn't it been like a couple years? So I was like, I think I need a refresher.
I don't know.
Because I watch so many things. So it's like hard to remember everything.
No, I don't know. Like after a while, The Handmaid's Tale started hitting too close to home with everything.
Yes.
And I was like, I don't know, because I kind of felt the same way.
Well, I think that's why I got so into it.
Yeah.
Because like the first season, I was like, oh my goodness, this can totally happen. And
there's just so much of it
just
that like,
as a
freaks
woman,
me out
it's
bad.
like,
Yeah. I know. Anyway, well, we're gonna end on a very dark and somber note, but
yes.
Anyway.
Dun dun dun. Cassie still needs to watch the T-Pain videos, or I'm gonna slap her upside her head.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Sorry, you're right.
But I did find out what his tour is called.
Didn't you send it to me, or someone else sent it to me, and I laughed?
I think I might. Like, I think I did send it to you.
The Wisconsin.
Yes,
you did.
The Wisconsin tour.
Love that for him.
Yes. Well.
Anyway.
It's been a yapping day
We yapped a lot.
In the heat.
We sweated a lot.
Hopefully they have AC here by next week.
I hope there's no sit down air around me when I stand up. Just kidding.
I will definitely bring
Did you hear
some
about
type
that?
of fan. No. The
On
BBLs?
TikTok? Yes.
Yes, I did.
Girl.
They said that the Miami airport smells like fresh BBL.
Oh my God. No.
I just saw it today, actually.
But I guess it's very common. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
That there was like a little stank. Like a stench. Like the sit down there. You saw that, right? That lady that had the BBL and she had to get it like taken out.
Oh, because it smelled so bad? Oh my goodness.
But I mean, there's women that have had concrete injected into their culos. So don't, you know what I mean? You get what you pay for. That's true in everything in life.
And see, that's why I just work out.
Usually.
I'm going to try to grow a booty.
Yeah.
But it's not that easy.
Maybe we'll,
Well, it's because I have arthritis. It hurts to work out.
I bet.
Yeah.
You got to drink some of that joint juice.
I thought about that, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Somebody I used to work with, Victor, when I worked at the flower shop, he used to take it. So I'm like, I might have to try it.
Yeah, strengthen our joints. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I can grow a booty. Joint juice for the booty.
And all that. Well, you can do all the things because you don't want to be like a little, have a glow stick body. You know what I mean? You're just like doing things and shit's like popping out and cracking. And
that's how it is.
You know what I mean?
Even going up the stairs to come into this room.
Allah.
My knee.
Anyway, thanks guys for tuning in and for listening and for supporting. We love you guys.
Yes.
And we'll see you next time.
See you later.